if you have any movie recommendations, please pass them on because that's what Kyle and I were discussing just before the show today. But hello, welcome to another edition of the Disney Morning Show where our executive editorial director, Kyle, that's him,
That's me,
and our co-founder, Doobie, that's me, talk Disney and wear red. We're all out of talking Disney. Actually, we're not. We're about to get started. So, let's catch up on what's going on in the world of Disney over the last 23 and a half hours, starting now. And that Disney stock price, which was at 108.01 yesterday, is now, let's do a refresh. It's been a few minutes, is now at...
That's how Disney feels about animated films these days. It's been a couple minutes. Let's do a refresh. Make it a live action.
That's pretty funny. 108.75, sorry. So,
that's 6 cents up. If you would have invested $1 million, you'd have an extra 6 cents for every $100 of that.
Someone named Laughing Place is asking us a question here.
Oh, okay. That's probably TB.
Do you have a Letterboxd account, or Kyle?
Oh, Mike C asked me. I guess I could have just read the parentheses.
I do have a Letterboxd account. It is at doobie@laughingplace.com. So if you have any recommendations, I don't know how that works with Letterboxd, but pass them on.
I prefer full screen.
Okay.
No, I don't have a Letterboxd.
Oh. It's like saying I have a pan and scan account. I get it.
Yeah, and also for the record, no, I prefer the widescreen. I don't mind Letterboxd over the pan and scan.
Hey,
anyway, here's the thing.
Good morning and welcome to another LP Disney Weather Report. Holiday, celebrate, holiday, celebrate. If we took a holiday, took some time to celebrate, just one day out of life, it would be so nice. Everybody spread the word. We're gonna have a celebration all across the world, in every nation. It's time for the good times. Forget about the bad times. Oh yeah, one day to come together to release the pressure. We need a holiday. Let's get to the weather. Anaheim is expecting light rain and showers on and off throughout the day, although the most likely dry period will be in the early evening before chances increase again. Through it all, it will be around 55 degrees. Walt Disney World is an easy doobie pick of the day as they'll make it up to 85 today that will actually feel like 87. Castaway Cay will be windy today with temps near 75. Lookout Cay at Lighthouse Point will have a real feel of 83 today with just a few clouds in the sky. Disneyland Paris is cloudy again tonight and just below 40 degrees. Tomorrow, Tokyo will be sunny but it will also be windy, making the 51-degree high feel like 43. Shanghai will see lots of sunshine tomorrow and will warm to a high of 48. Lastly, Hong Kong will reach 66 tomorrow with partly cloudy conditions. And that will do it for another Disney weather update. Have a great day and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.
We have a brand new key art. Win or Lose coming to Disney Plus, long awaited, announced like 5 years ago. Finally coming to Disney Plus. The first 2 episodes will be available on February 19th, and they released this poster adjacent imagery.
And always remember, if it's on Disney Plus, don't put off seeing it. You never, ever know.
Don't forget to wear a towel. Doobie, Captain America Brave New World is coming out.
It is, and that can only mean one thing. New food at Disney California Adventures Avengers Campus. So let's go through some of this. This is all coming on Valentine's Day, which is also Captain America Day, February 14th, which is this Friday.
Red and white involved in both programming.
So among the things you can get are the Red Gamma Gulp, which is inspired by the Red Hulk, a delicious red velvet flavored cold brew topped with decadent cream cheese, cold foam. Kyle, yes or no?
Probably not. I'm iffy with cold beverages. If it was like a warm, like a coffee, like a red velvet latte with the cream cheese frosting, icing on top, that sounds delicious. But cold, I'm not sure.
Okay. We've got the Liberty Punch, Litmus lemonade underneath Blue Hawaiian and tossed with citrus meringue foam. Kyle, pick of the day?
No, probably not.
Yeah.
Have you ever had meringue foam?
I mean, I've had lemon meringue.
But like on a drink, like they make this. So they had this controversy for a while at Starbucks where they had this new cloud foam thing. Yeah. That's kind of interesting, but people didn't realize it wasn't vegan. They didn't make that clear
Oh,
enough, but it had whipped eggs in it because it's a
that's
meringue.
funny.
And yeah.
As a former vegan, it's still funny. Here they have pepperoni and cheese pizza pockets over at Shawarma 2. I'm not even going to ask. It's just a pizza pocket. Who cares? The Red Rage wings rage out like Red Hulk with these spicy chicken wings tossed in habanero sauce and served with potato bites and ranch dressing. What do you think, Kyle?
If I'm going to be in a theme park all day, no, I don't want those.
And finally, Captain America Shield Sipper, which is not actually edible. Are you a spicy food fan?
Not really.
Yeah.
I mean, I can do it a little bit, but no, I don't go crazy. If it's going to be something with like has flavor and it just happens to be heat, and there's also different types of heat I've noticed.
Okay.
I like a good like back burn is okay, but I don't want ones that like light you up for no reason.
I like that you know so much about sports without being a sports fan, and you know so much about food even though you eat hardly nothing. So it's absolutely hilarious.
Jack of all
Okay.
trades.
And our next, speaking of food, that was way too easy.
Oh, you know what? We're gonna
Play it.
yeah.
That reminds me that we
We've
wanted to
dropped the
hear
ball on Foodie Friday.
we wanted to hear you play your guitar live.
Oh,
Remember, we mentioned that on trivia yesterday.
I missed that part. I was listening, but
We played your Spin That Wheel. I'm like, Kyle should do that live on the morning show.
I got first place and second place yesterday.
Did you?
Yeah.
What was your name on the second one?
Mazda.
Why?
Zoom.
Okay, fine. Yes, Kyle. All of Kyle's food rules are hilarious. Right. Next up is Epic Universe, opening May 22nd, and now we're getting a detailed look at some of their food. They have a ton of items they announced, themed to the various lands. Got Celestial Park, and then they go through all these cute little items, which, both in terms of flavor and style, are themed to the section. But I'm going to scroll on down to a couple of ones that I really like. Hope this isn't too unsmooth for you. You know what?
You don't care about the crepe?
Let's search. I do. That's what I was looking for. Did I pass it?
Oh yeah, you scrolled past
Okay,
it.
there we go. So the Wizarding World of Harry Potter has right there a butterbeer crepe. How cool is
If
that?
you prefer very thin pancakes.
What's that from?
Ballad of Ricky Bobby,
Okay.
where he
For the
twists
first,
his arm and he's like, "Say I love crepes." She's like, "I'm not gonna say that." He's like, "What if we compromise?" You say, "I like very thin pancakes." No, because everybody's gonna know I mean crepes.
oh, the owl story. Yeah, that was a big part of yesterday's trivia too. That was so funny. Yesterday's show was a lot of fun. Okay, so for the first time ever, guests can enjoy the flavors of butterbeer in a crepe that includes shortbread cookie butter, Bavarian cream, butterbeer cream, strawberries, butterbeer drizzle, and a butterbeer shortbread cookie. Oh my goodness. For the first time, I'm excited about going to Epic Universe just to get one of these crepes. And then the other thing I wanted to make sure I highlight, like I said, they have foods from every different section, including the How to Drain Your Dragon section, which apparently it's not made with actual dragon, but it's there. Fun-looking foods from the Super Nintendo world, and of course, Dark Universe, where they have gone all out dark with their food. This is just cool looking. Don't forget, when it comes to theme park food like this, you want to go to the theme. You want to go shortly after it opens, because as the stuff tends not to necessarily sell as well as hamburgers and hot dogs, menus tend to get dumbed down. Not always, but tend to get dumbed down. So get there early and enjoy these really cool special offerings at Epic Universe.
Well, speaking of food and wine, let's talk about Flower and Garden. This year, it's celebrating its 30 years, and they first of all gave us a preview of some of the new merch. So you have this orange bird tuxedo, as I'll call it, with the shorts and the t-shirt combo. There's also a spirit jersey that seems to be inspired by orange bird, or at least the color orange and the fruit orange. That'll be available. And then Spike, the bee, is going to have his own lug bag and a plush. And then Alice in Wonderland also getting in on the action. There's some new ears over there, as well as a mug and I guess cup and saucer would probably be the best term for that.
How much do you love Orange Bird, Kyle?
So much. You know, he's this like small, obscure character that nobody knows about, and that's why I love him so much. And I think people that do know about him are the coolest. Anyway, also we got a preview of some of the new and returning things that'll be coming to to Flower and Garden this year. There'll be all new topiaries featuring Maui, Moana, Heihei, and Pua, because makes perfect sense. They'll be at the entrance. There's a new Disney Photo Pass with magic shots, including one where you'll be holding a Figment topiary in the palm of your hands, like that.
That's a magic shot?
That's a magic shot. That's not real.
Is it that hard to just make a Figment topiary and have them stand there and hold it?
I don't know.
That's weird.
CommuniCore Hall, the outstanding, always beloved area of the park that opened last year, will feature a new gallery said to offer guests a bee's eye view and a chance to learn more about Disney's horticulture team and how they bring the topiaries to life. So hopefully that's good. Inspired by Inside Out 2, a new garden and world celebration will allow guests to discover the language of emotions as shown in plants. And as you saw here, Phineas and Ferb, now that they're going to be back on Disney Channel, they're also going to be back in Flower and Garden. So these aren't new, but they'll be returning for the first time in several years. And you can see all this and more when the EPCOT International Flower and Garden Festival returns March 5th through June 2nd. My favorite of the EPCOT festivals, having not been to Festival of the Arts.
And because Kyle is such a fan of Orangeburg, we have one more story just for him.
We sure do. Yeah, we spotted, we've been talking a lot about the create your own headband stations that have popped up on both coasts. Well, we saw Figment not too long ago, and now there's an Orangebird that you could pick up and customize your own headband. You could put Orangebird alongside Star Wars characters if you go to both coasts in the next few months, because remember what I said, that the Star Wars characters are coming out for Season of the Force. So you could have quite the interesting character collection. And then more merchandise found over at Epcot. So this is Ashley Eckstein, or Eckstein, whichever one you want to say, design, but it's not her universe. This is part of the Disney Designer Showcase.
Whoa, wait. So she is now designing merchandise that's not her universe?
Well, she sold her universe. She still works, I think she still works with them, but she can do her own things as well.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah, so this is an Alice in Wonderland collection, and some things I noticed here on these tops, blouses, kind of frilly, kind of, I don't know, 70s almost, which is funny because the movie came out in, the 50s? But, so you have a couple tops. There's also a hoodie with a cool charm on the pull, the zipper pull. There's a tank top as well. There's bucket hats, which I'm sure your wife will be interested to learn about. And then, of course, there are some headband ears and some home goods. So you can check that out in the UK Pavilion.
Lovely. Perfect. We did not get a Mary Poppins ride, but we did get Alice in Wonderland merchandise.
And isn't that good enough?
It's a wash. All right, back at the other coast, Mike Celestino has made his way over to Pixar Putt, which finally opened. He got to do a full 18-hole trip through there.
And it was inside, unlike what we thought it was going to be.
That's true. It was good point. It was 100% inside. I'm guessing I once did a
for those rainy SoCal days that are so common.
Tea somewhere in these areas, but I don't know exactly where it was. So maybe not. Anyway, Mike did the full course, got tons of pictures for you. Go check that out. This is a good overview of what it looks like. Holes themed to many different Pixar films, Monsters, Inc. over at Hole 1. Lots of little details. Just even if you can't make it over, I think you'll enjoy scrolling through this article and looking at the pictures. Mike did a great job. And he also was kind enough to make a video. So he just put the GoPro on, played the whole thing, and put it up on YouTube. So you can virtually play the course with Mike.
I think this was an idea that he submitted as a joke, and we're like, yeah, you should do that.
Definitely do it. And I noticed when watching this, I could not hear any BGM, background music, which kind of surprised me. So I asked him, he said it is there. There's definitely Pixar music playing throughout. It just didn't get picked up by the GoPro. There you go. Pretty good crowd there, too. Weird.
Like 4 days of buildup.
So go check that out. And Mike also noticed yesterday that they have an incredible Valentine's Day picture spot. Huh?
You said it's incredible.
Oh, incredible. Oh my goodness. They have a uppity Valentine's Day Valentine's Day photo op. This is really nice, themed up. It's located near the Sketchpad Cafe, just off the lobby. Those visiting will find the Valentine Voyage, they're calling it, a special offering just for the holiday. Elaborate and dimensional photo op backdrop from Up recreates the famous chairs of Carl and Ellie as seen in the first 15-ish minutes of the classic 2009 film. I
AKA
absolutely
the
love it.
part that makes you cry.
It does. This is fantastic. This is fantastic. So, way to go, Pixar Place Hotel. You are doing a great job so far. And finally, let us take a look at where's my link? I don't have a link. I just have to go to the menu.
I will tell you as you get ready to load this, on the mature version, Paradise is number 1. So just take that into account. There's another one that I'm curious to see if it shows up on yours, because I'll get into it if it's not there.
Okay. So we are looking at the Disney Plus top 10 with my non-TVMA settings. And then Kyle will tell us where there's a difference, as he has. So number 1
there is not to do. Oh, yeah.
Paradise is not number 1 for me. Number 1, we have Spider-Man, Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. Number 2, we have Searchlights: A Complete Unknown Special Look, which apparently is
people
okay.
thinking it's the movie.
Yes. I don't think the real version, once it comes out, is going to be on my...
Exactly. That's what I was curious about. I didn't know if the rating of the actual film would impact its placement on your list here.
Mike points out that it's in Nausea Vision, his film of the Pixar Putt. Okay, and then we have the live-action Little Mermaid. As always, the Avengers trio, which is always in the top 10. Lion King at the Hollywood Bowl. Extracted, the new reality show, which Rebecca did watch and said was actually kind of a tough watch. So I'm interested. I'm a little bit surprised that's here. I would have thought that was not eligible, but it is, TV 14. We have Captain America: Civil War as people prepare for the new movie, and the live-action Beauty and the Beast.
And I've had my share of bad reviews. I still remember my first good one, though. Everything else in this production of Our Town was simply terrible. Joey Tribbiani was abysmal.
Well, speaking of abysmal and people preparing for the new movie, we got a new review of Captain America: Brave New World by our own Eric Goldman. First time we've read one of his reviews on the air, I believe. We've talked about some of his other features.
He's quickly becoming one of my favorite contributors here at Left.
Yeah, exactly. His headline, Captain America: Brave New World gives Sam Wilson a decent first Cap film. His subhead is nothing remarkable yet far from nothing remarkable yet far from the disaster some were predicting.
Commas are your friend.
Yes. His final paragraph. On the one hand, Brave New World is the weakest Captain America film among the 4 Marvel Studios has made. But on the other hand, it's still a decent enough movie in its own right, and is certainly stronger than the most recent Ant-Man or Thor installments. Sam Wilson proves to be a worthy Captain America, and while this won't be an MCU film I return to a bunch of times, like my true favorites, it still made me welcome Sam's new adventure as Cap, and he gave it 3.5 out of 5 flying shields. So you can catch that in theaters officially on the 14th.
And the rest.
I presume that whatever review embargo was done, I'm just curious what it's looking like on Rotten Tomatoes right now. And with 77 reviews in, it is at a whopping 47%. That's not great. All right, moving on to And the Rest. And Jay Leno.
Speaking of not great. Oh.
No. Jay Leno is fantastic. I've seen him live many times. Well, maybe 2. He's set to make a cameo on Shifting Gears, ABC Shifting Gears, the new Tim Allen sitcom that I think is doing pretty well. It's quite enjoyable. He's a former late night host, a well-known car aficionado. He hosted Jay Leno's Garage on CNBC for 7 years. And he's going to be making a cameo in an upcoming episode airing on March 12th. He will play himself, and he will be shown bringing his car into Allen's shop for repair in the episode. So look forward to that.
And if you're going to be at EPCOT this weekend, then you'll want to stop by the bridge that connects what was Future World to World Showcase, because Brett Iwan, the voice of Mickey Mouse, will be there signing some of his art. He'll be there from noon to 2 p.m. and then 3 to 5 p.m. each day, Thursday the 13th through Sunday the 16th. So be sure to go do that.
Back over at the Downtown Disney at the Disneyland Resort, construction walls have finally gone up around Tortilla Joe's. It closed almost a year ago, and we've known what's coming. 2 restaurants from Michelin star chef Joe Isidori, an upscale steakhouse, and a quick service barbecue location, but it's just kind of sat there vacant since it closed, but walls are now finally up. Things are moving, and hopefully we're going to be getting these restaurants before too long.
Tortilla Joe. And then we mentioned this briefly yesterday, but I do want to mention again that we got release date information for A Complete Unknown. It'll be released digitally on February 25th. And then if you want physical media, that'll be April 1st. Still no word on a Hulu release date, but I assume it would be somewhere in there. And yeah. So this isn't new, but yesterday, Mike noticed that his an article about this documentary short that he made called Laps was in our top 24. So I did some digging into our analytics and found that was
I'm not sure if it's me or Kyle. I'm guessing it's Kyle. So he did some digging.
me dropping out.
You're
That's what
back.
they don't
Okay,
know.
go ahead. Digging in the analytics.
I digged into the analytics and found that it was on a subreddit called Today I Learned, and somebody learned about this gentleman riding Radiator Springs Racers more than 10,000 times. And so that was leading people to our article. And so, yeah, just thought I'd give everyone a reminder in case you're not following that subreddit that you can watch this exciting news from years ago. I think he's up to like, I don't know. He's a little bit on social media. I think it's like 14,000 something.
Yeah, it's what far past what it was at the time of the documentary.
But 10,000's, until you get to 100,000. It's the best
I
you
wonder
can
if he
do.
will.
Someday.
So we got one pocket pick for you guys today. On Monday, you may recall that right in the middle of Parks Talk, Jeremiah said he's hearing there's a power outage at the Magic Kingdom and most of the rides are down. And I think that did turn out to be the case. But some cast members and guests took advantage and had some fun. I think they've done this also, what I'm about to show, when this attraction is down for refurbishment. I'm not 100%. But this is from Park
I know
Bench
they've done it for Jungle Cruise. I don't know if they've done it for Pirates, but maybe.
This is Pirates. This is from Park Bench Travel. It says there's a power outage to the Magic Kingdom, so the cast members are acting out Pirates of the Caribbean.
Have a little rub with old Billy. Come on now, be a nice pussy cat. Oh, you be a feisty one, you be.
Doobie actually prefers this version.
I do actually, but that's just awesome. That is a great memory.
If they did this at Disneyland, it'd be twice as long.
Twice as boring. A great memory, a great substitute. The attraction's down, but you're still going to go away with something magical. So, way to go, Disney. Way to go, Pirates cast members. Love to see that. I'm ready.
All right, Doobie. Are
I'm
you
ready.
ready?
I'm ready.
This first one. On this day in 1809,
Anaheim.
someone was born. What?
Oh, never mind.
Anaheim? No. I asked Chatty to write a poem about this person, start with only their Disney work, and it did okay. I changed a couple of words.
1809, so they died before Disney was created.
In a show at the park, you will see a figure quite stately and free. He speaks of the past with wisdom so vast, a leader of great history.
I'm hoping it's Abraham Lincoln.
That is
Considering
Abraham
it's
Lincoln.
President's Day.
And that's
a pretty
your.
easy-
There we go.
I love that you include Abraham Lincoln on this day in Disney.
I mean, this day DisneyHistory.com does, so does Kyle, especially on a fairly light day.
They include all the presidents, which I find hilarious. Millard Fillmore, who's featured in Hall of Presidents, born on this day in history.
On this day in 1964, so this film had a premiere. I don't know if this was the first year, just had its Florida premiere on this day, but it sounded like it had a road show and then was released wide, like a regular release later. But like I said, weekday, so we're going to do it today. A young scholar with plans quite askew finds his gadgets create quite a zoo. With inventions that fail and some schemes that turn pale, he learns that his heart guides him true. 1964.
That should be easy.
I can
Red
tell you
says-
who it stars.
That would be nice.
Tommy Kirk and Annette Funicello.
One of those. I'm sure my wife knows, but I don't.
I'm sure she does too.
What is it?
It is This movie,
Oh, the
The Misadventures of Merlin Jones.
I have seen this movie too, but all of these just kind of meld together into.
Yeah, I mean, it's got a monkey, it's got an inventor, and it's got an Eputicello. Like, come on now, it could be anything. Yeah, it's just remixes of Disney Club. Anyway, lastly, on this day in 1968, there's a big clue in this limerick.
Okay.
There's a man with a deep voice and strong, in a role where he's feared all along. With a snap of his hand, he makes heroes all stand, and his power is ever so long.
1968.
Born on this day in 1968.
Oh, born on this day in 1968. Sorry,
Yes.
I misheard.
So probably an actor of some sort, playing some sort of role.
Oh, is it Josh Brolin?
That is Josh Brolin as Thanos with the snap of his hand.
And thank you, Fred Ramirez, for helping me cheat there.
Also known as Bob Chapek. If you look closely, you can see that. Anyway.
Wow. So is Bob Chapek just completely fair game now that he's gone? No fear?
What, me making fun of him?
Yeah, you wouldn't say also known as Bob Iger because, he may come down on us.
I don't know if he looked distinctly like a villain. Then
Some might say. Not I. No one here at Laughing Place. But all right. I think that is everything for today. Happy Wednesday. Hope you guys have a great Wednesday. Tomorrow is Thursday. We're going to come back for that.
Thank you, Rebecca Black. It's very helpful.
And then comes Friday. And hopefully Kyle can watch Paradise tonight so we can talk a little bit about it. I know you haven't watched Paradise because of the song that Ethan's doing. Because once you watch Paradise, I am certain of what the next day song will be. So.
Today's, I will say, Tony Betty requested Celebration, or was it called Holiday by Madonna. At first, I'm glad that he specified by Madonna, because otherwise I was going to do Holiday Road, thinking that's what he meant.
Dude, we are I'm looking at our archives. We are Recap City. We've got.
Well, so they've been, you can mention that. There's 3 new episodes of Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man because they released them in weird batches. And so that's why there are now 3 recaps of Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. That's
I didn't even get that far. I've got, we've got Will Trent, High Potential, Paradise, 3 in a row. 3 different shows. Dr. Odyssey, but that's not a recap yet. So anyway, a lot of recap. I love our recaps. I love to read our Paradise recap and then rewatch the episode. So, all right. Thank you, guys. We'll be back tomorrow, 9:30 a.m. Any other shows today? I think no.
Nope. We have some other stuff going on, but no other stream scheduled at the moment.
All right. Well, in that case, au revoir, and we will see you on
tomorrow.
Thursday. On Thursday, which is
Thursday. The day after.